I can tell you that we've just been in receipt of some incredible information. Producer Christian's come up with this. This is Leicestershire Police's sustainability policy. Would you not believe, Peter? Just in case you were wondering about it, advise our staff and the public through the provision of information to encourage sustainable actions across our police force, conserve the biological diversity across all our estates to enrich and sustain healthy flora and fauna species, minimise water usage and promote a water-conscious mindset. These are the police.
So let's rewind 40 years or so and imagine that I'm sitting in the CID office, okay, at my desk.
Yes.
And out
Can
of
we
the
have
office,
the Sweeney music playing in the background?
Yeah, certainly. And out of the office comes my governor.
Yeah, there you go.
The DI wanders down the office and says, "Oi, Blex,
get your trousers on.
You're on early turn tomorrow." I say, "Yes, Governor." He said, right, I want you to come in early, 5 o'clock start, don't be late. Okay, Gov. Are we going on a search?
Yeah.
No, Blex, we're going to plant some trees. I mean, can you imagine
And we're going to put some fauna out there as well. But be careful, don't water it though, because, I mean, by the way, sustainability, it seems to me, if you put flowers in a flower bed and you don't water them because you're conserving water, they're going to die, aren't they?
Well,
I mean, call me old-fashioned.
Themselves being arrested.
Yeah.
But let me just point out, Leicestershire Police, their chief constable, who was just retired or is about to retire.
I hope he's going to retire soon.
Also serves on the sentencing council. Right?
We'll get to that in a minute.
So there you go.
Yeah. Their main point at the beginning of this priorities list that they've got, begin a transformational change towards renewable energy sources over that of non-renewable fossil fuels. You wouldn't even know that was a police organisation, would you?
Could you kick some doors in and nick some burglars?
It sounds like Just Stop Oil.
Yeah,
here we go. Develop infrastructure and invest in technology to aid the transition of our force fleet towards the use of electric vehicles.
Just go and buy some then, if that's what you want to do.
Sorry, I can't chase the man who just robbed a bank because I haven't charged my car. It's not got any charge in it. I mean, for God's sake. How about this for a story, right? Cokehead Coppers, it's called. It's a Talk exclusive. Mad for it. Is what we're saying, because it turns out that shocking new figures reveal cops across Britain have been caught taking drugs and turning up to work drunk, sparking fury over the integrity of UK police forces. This is an explosive investigation by Talk. It's uncovered 112 police officers and staff found to be under the influence or in possession of drugs over the past 3 years. And guess where the biggest miscreants are? Not the Metropolitan Police, who bizarrely have not answered this particular survey, but the Greater Manchester Police topped the shocking list. 80 officers or staff busted for drugs and a further 17 busted for being drunk at work. I mean, sorry, you're a police officer, try not to take any drugs, try not to turn up for work drunk.
Yeah, it would help.
I mean,
it really would help.
It's not difficult, this, is it?
No, it really isn't. And of course, as you just pointed out, the Metropolitan Police, the biggest force in the country, decided not to respond to Talk's freedom of information request.
Funny that.
Why, I wonder. Yeah.
They'll say, well, it's difficult for us to gather that sort of information. And probably too busy creating some fauna and plant species for, somewhere near Elephant Castle.
Or perhaps they can't count that high a number, perhaps.
Maybe,
who knows?
Maybe so.
But, I mean, do me a favour. This is the police. I mean, I know it's a very difficult, challenging job, but shoveling Charlie up your router really isn't going to make it any easier.
It's really not.
It really isn't.
Particularly if you've nicked it from people who are criminals and you haven't put it in the evidence room and decided to keep it for yourself. One piece of good news this morning on Gary Glitter, front page of the Daily Mirror. First time I've had a decent story for a while. Pop paedophile Gary Glitter is facing financial ruin after losing a court battle with one of his victims. This is maybe the way to get back at these scumbags, right? Because, we've seen Hugh Edwards getting away with a massive pension from the BBC. He's got away with about 300,000 quid that he's refusing to give back to them, that he was paid even though they knew that he was a paedophile. This is a great story because Gary Glitter could be financially ruined. Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke, in my view.
And I've been urging for years, even back to the early days of the Proceeds of Crime Act, the real way to hurt criminals, whether they would be an old-school bank robber from the 80s and the 90s, a drug dealer, whoever they may be, is to make them skint.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the police have been pretty remiss at doing that over the years. They've never really grasped the legislation like they should have done. Because you imagine what happens to a criminal when they're through their criminality, they end up with a mock Tudor mansion.
Yes.
On the outskirts of the M25.
Yeah, and a Lamborghini.
Or in a leafy part of Cheshire.
Yes.
Or somewhere else in a beautiful spot in Northumbria. They get nicked, they go to jail, and they come out and they go straight back to that beautiful
to the leafy
abode.
mansion. Yes, exactly.
You know, it's not really a punishment.
Right.
In fact, I know a fella who was locked up and faced some sanction under the Proceeds of Crime Act. I think they took 150 grand off him or something. They then took him back to court while he was serving in prison and said, surrender another £200,000 or do another 2 years.
Yeah.
But of course, guess what option he took? He said, I'm not giving them 200 grand. I'll do another 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, which is worth it, 100 grand a year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be fed and have a roof over your head. So this, I hope, with regards to that vile, stinking piece of garbage that is Gary Glitter, I hope this opens the floodgates so that should he ever taste freedom again, he is absolutely skint, destitute, on his uppers and financially ruined.
Yes, I think we would all agree that is an absolutely good place to go.